Hi, I'm Jeff, and welcome to Skill Builders, where we give you just the information you need to build a new skill. Today I'm here with Camille, and we're working on the next installment of our blogging series. And today we're going to talk about some of the tools that you use when setting up your blog.
Last week we talked about determining whether or not you wanted to self-host your blog or if you wanted to have a vendor, and then choosing that vendor. Now, we mentioned that this week we were going to be talking about plugins, and I think that that's something that a lot of people don't really know what that is, what it can do for their blog, if they should start it, when they should start it. And so we wanted to cover today just a little bit about plugins, what they are, and all of the ins and outs of that.
If you ask my wife what a plugin is, she tells you it's a little thing you plug into the wall that makes the room smell good. But that's not what it is in the blogging world. A plugin is a little piece of software that you install in the back end of your, let's say, WordPress blog that helps add a layer of functionality or customization to what you want to do. For example, if you want the slider bar across the top, there's a plugin that does that for you, so you don't have to know how to code or program or anything like that. It's just install the plugin, check the appropriate boxes, and voila, you're good to go. Now, there are literally hundreds of plugins out there that you can choose from, but the 5 that we're going to talk about today are what I would recommend for you that are just setting up your blog, because they help make your blog more efficient and just help maximize your time on the blog. The first one that we'll talk about is the WordPress SEO plugin by Yoast. Now, SEO stands for search engine optimization. Everybody's concerned about making sure that their blog is found. Well, the WordPress SEO plugin by Yoast, and that's the whole title, WordPress SEO plugin by Yoast, kills me. Anyway, but that whole plugin is designed to help maximize your SEO efforts. So at the very bottom of your post, it has 5 or 6 questions for you that asks you what you need to do. You fill that out, and all of your SEO is done for that blog post. So that's a highly recommended tool. The next plugin is the Google XML Sitemaps, and that's a very important plugin because as the Google bots come out and crawl through your website, it helps guide them to where they need to go to find the new information. So it makes it easy for Google to read and understand your website. So again, it helps that SEO performance and helps you be found. Secondary to that is Google Analytics. Now, everybody wants to know, where's the traffic coming from? What are they looking at? How long are they there? Google Analytics gives you that information. And again, with the plugin, you install it. All you have to do is install one little piece of code in one place, and it's done. That plugin does the rest of the site for you. Now, another one is the W3 Total Cache. What this does is it's a performance optimizer. Now, nobody likes to sit and go to a website and watch the wheel spin and spin. I'd rather watch paint dry than do that. Well, what W3 Total Cache does is it optimizes your website so your images load faster, your links go faster, and everything. It just makes it better for the people visiting your site. Last but not least is WordPress's own Jetpack plugin. This is the utility belt for the WordPress plugin world. It's got everything you want on it. And again, it's very simple, very easy to use. You don't have to be a programmer to understand it. It's very drag and drop oriented. We talked about that before. So the Jetpack is a great thing to get you started doing your blogging and going from there.
Right. Now, equally as important as what's going on behind the scenes is what's going on the screen. Now, the people who come to your blog, they don't know what plugins you've got, but they know what they're seeing on the screen. So it's important for you to take what your vendors have given you and optimize it the best to your goals, your desires, the things that you're wanting to get across in your blog. So if a vendor gives you a template, don't assume that that's a fail-proof template just because somebody else made it and they've given it. You need to choose a mood, a setting for your blog, and have those templates match that mood. Now, an important thing is colors. What kind of colors are you offering? What kind of emotions are they evoking in people? We actually have a blog that talks exactly about this. We'll include the link below, and you can check that out and figure out what kind of colors you should use in order to portray the feelings that you want to get across in your blog. Now, a couple other mistakes that people make are a dark setting, like a dark background setting with light text. They'll have their favorite song, What Does the Fox Say, automatically start up when somebody opens up into their blog, and then it plays the entire time. Or they have a lot of sidebar clutter. I can never get that one out. That they have going on that they think is showing personality, but in all reality, it's just affecting your readability. So you want to be really careful, because that can just be seen as annoying to those kinds of clutter and things.
Yeah, and once you get your blog set up and looking like you want it to, then the next thing you want to do is begin to build your community. And that's really the purpose of a blog, is to build a community. And so the primary way that you're going to communicate with that community is through email. All right, we're going to talk about two different email service providers today. And while I'm not endorsing them or I'm not an affiliate for them, these are just two that are leaders in the industry and have a very good reputation. And the two are Aweber and MailChimp. Now, both of these offer a lot of different subscription options depending on what level of service you want or how many contacts you have in your database. So these guys will help you set up automated emails, email responders, things like that. When people subscribe to your list, generates an email to people like that. So those are great places to start. Now, eventually you're going to outgrow the services they provide, and you may want to look at a full service marketing provider. A couple there, HubSpot and Marketo, are two, again, leaders in the industry that provide a full service platform for your marketing. They host your blog, they do your email marketing for you, they do your they manage your website. They create landing pages, all that kind of stuff. That's kind of an all-in-one service provider. And those are a little bit more of an investment, but by that time, your blog should be generating enough money that you can afford something like that. So, as you begin to interact with your community, those are a couple things you want to look at: the email provider and/or eventually a marketing provider.
Jeff mentioned creating revenue with your blog. That's a topic that we'll be covering again in this series as we cover all of these blogging things. A big thing to remember is to not get overwhelmed. It's so easy to feel like you're such a little guy that you're not going to make it in the internet world and that you'll just get stomped out. And if you start to feel like that, just shut the computer down, walk away, and come back to it later when you feel more refreshed and ready to work on it. Watch another couple of our videos and just go at it slowly. That's the really nice thing about blogging, is you can always just save your work and walk away and then come back to it later. Now, really, what you have to remember is that your success is not dependent on the tools that you use, but rather how you use those tools. And Jeff and I will continue to give those tools to you so that you can be successful with your blogging.
One of the strong things, or one of the main things about blogging, like Camille mentioned, is consistency. You don't have to do it all at once. If you can just do a little bit at a time, that'll help lead you to success. So again, I'm Jeff, and this is Camille, and this has been Skill Builders. If you'd like more information on blogging or some of the other things that we offer, please visit our website at cetrain.isu.edu. We've got blog articles, go figure. We have more videos, and if you're interested, we have classes that can help you get into blogging and learn how to be a better writer. So until next time, keep learning.
Sidebar clutter.
Say it again.
Sidebar clutter. Sidebar clutter. Sidebar clutter. Sidebar clutter.
Sidebar clutter.
clutter.